As the waves grow at the oceanfront, so does the anticipation.
Ever since they said Bill was out there, you know, as surfers, we start tracking that.
It's good. It's getting better.
Exciting, it's fun. If you're a surfer, it's a lot of fun.
Mary Barnes was watching her husband surf while also keeping an eye on a surfer in the making, her 8-year-old son, Eddie.
I think the waves are awesome for boogie boarding.
But this weekend, he won't be allowed past his ankles because of dangerous rip currents. Lifeguards closed the water to all swimmers around 3:30 Friday afternoon after rescuing about 15 to 20 people. Surfers are still allowed in, but only those with experience.
The waves are awesome and I wish I could surf, but I'm just learning.
And I think so you should probably like suck up all the tide so we can go swimming again and surfing.
But like everyone else, they had to watch from the shore Friday, as longtime surfers enjoyed rare conditions at the oceanfront and warmed up for the weekend.
This kind of reminds me of 10 years ago when we had, in '99, we had a lot of storms.
It's going to be good in the morning, a little bit bigger, hopefully. A good weekend for surf.
As she called today Victory Sunday, she gained not only peace of mind because of those arrests, she regained some very sentimental items that were taken Wednesday night. After 4 days of fear and pain, this Suffolk widow got something back she never thought she'd see again.
My engagement ring, my wedding ring, my husband's wedding ring.
On Wednesday night, the widow, whose name we aren't revealing, was the victim of a brutal home invasion and attack. Suffolk detectives believe these men, 22-year-old Aaron Brennan, 30-year-old Matthew Ivy, and a 16-year-old are responsible. The trio allegedly beat her severely, breaking her wrist, battering her face, binding her with duct tape, and stealing her valuables and her car. Sunday morning, they were arrested.
I hope they can spend time in jail and think of what they've done. And think of me as maybe that was my mother I hit. You know, that kind of thing.
Despite her obviously painful injuries, this spunky 65-year-old is able to crack a few jokes with typically British self-deprecating humor about the horrible experience. Instead of a stiff upper lip,
it's the swollen bottom and upper lip right now, but you know it's there. And I'm going to enroll in clown school because I've got the face, you know, I can go to clown school now.
She says there is plenty to be grateful for.
They didn't rape me, they didn't murder me. That's why I can smile, because I'm alive. And God was definitely sitting on my shoulder.
Like those irreplaceable rings.
It is absolutely wonderful. I never thought I'd see them again, and that is true. I never thought I would see any of these again.
Now the woman who became a victim while she was just watching television has some words for the detectives who solved the case.
Suffolk Police Department's the best in the state.
Fighters ready?
They're not exactly heavyweights.
Corners ready?
But these two 10-year-olds are ready to fight. Keyshawn Davis versus Nicholas Sullivan, less than 70 pounds each, with big boxing dreams.
Yeah, I always wanted to box since I was little, because my dad used to do it.
He just loved boxing. He watched it all the time.
Valeria Sullivan was hesitant about letting her son Nicholas box, but then realized the program's about more than fighting.
Something to get him off the street and teach him to be more involved in activities that are going on.
It's real important to me. I can't live without it.
17-year-old Chris Sean Alexander is a role model for the younger boxers in the Gloves Not Guns program. He tries to steer them away from his old behavior.
Fighting outside, coming in the house late, and doing stuff I ain't supposed to do. But then when I started boxing, it changed everything.
That's what organizers say the youth boxing program is all about. Coaching kids, teaching them discipline and perseverance, and giving them confidence inside and outside of the ring.
Meet Dolce. He's an 8-week-old border collie mix who is positively tuckered out from schmoozing all day long with potential new owners.
How are you?
It's midnight madness time at the Virginia Beach SPCA, and as you know, the life of a sheltered dog or cat is, well, rough. This is the 15th year of Midnight Madness, where dogs like Bobo hope to find a quieter place to sleep.
We're going to spay and neuter them for them and give them the best friend that they'll ever have.
The Virginia Beach SPCA had even more pets to offer up this year thanks to an overflowing shelter in North Carolina that gave them an extra 60 animals, like Dolce, who is still sleeping.
These are wonderful animals, and they need homes too.
Teresa LaMarche and the volunteers in Virginia Beach are doing everything in their power to make sure these pets fulfill their destiny and don't become a statistic.
Free identification tags with adoption today.
As for Dolce, well, he's still snoozing and looking ready for a new friend. So rain turned to sleet, turned to snow here at around 8:45 tonight. That's about 45 minutes after VDOT crews got through the door and got on the roads trying to keep them clear from the snow. The sand pile at the VDOT yard in Williamsburg looks ready for skiers. Virginia Department of Transportation crews had prepped their trucks for the possibility of snow on Friday, but couldn't do a thing until today, leaving the full staff to play catch-up as snow pelts the peninsula.
And try to get ahead of the storm, but unfortunately because we couldn't pre-treat.
The reason for the reactionary mode, the relentless driving rain that brutalized Hampton roads all day Saturday and Sunday.
With the heavy rains prior to the snow event, the pre-treatment gets washed off the roadways.
So in the chess game of weather versus road, crews are being forced to attack increasingly nasty roads in piecemeal fashion.
We're having to go out there as the stuff falls down to scrape it off the roadway and put down sand and salt.
As night moves toward dawn, VDOT manager Todd Halsey has some sage advice for Monday morning commuters.
Drive slow, allow enough distance between the car in front of you and yourself, and just take extra time to get to your destination.
Now check this out. VDOT crews can't put a plow on the ground until there is 2 inches of snow. If not, their blades are just going to glide right over the top and not do a darn thing to help clear the roadways. They say they'll be working on the clock, around the clock, for 48 hours to make sure that every road in Hampton Roads is clear from this storm. Reporting live in Williamsburg tonight, Andrea Borba, 13 News.